Let's take the first of their 3 timeouts. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Go! Shotgun, handoff to Garindo. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Here we go, shot.
They'll go right back to Garindo. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Out of the gun, Daniels. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. So 2nd down coming up.
As a defense, you got to see. Time up your hit, and you got to jar that ball loose. Not a lot of offensive players are hanging on to that one through a well-placed hit.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Shut up. Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. Hook.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Stays in the pocket. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Ready?
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Escapes the pocket. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
On the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Set. Panther 60, Panther 79 Bronco. 18 Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Hut, hut.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Ready? Go!
Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. The rookie from Michigan, there that time.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Come on, set! Say, hey! Mustang 19! Panther 11!
3rd and short, Daniels gets out of trouble. Forced out to his right. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. No progress on 1st down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
19-5. Let's go now. Check go.
Daniels. Taken in by Noah Fant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st down from the red zone. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
All right, 1st sack on the board on the 1st drive as a defense, and now, well, now we let the chess match begin, the adjustments begin, because we know pressure leads to sacks, and sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Trying again following the sack. That's taken in by Cup. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done?
65, Cat. 65. Ready?
Daniels back to throw. He's on the move. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. That's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
Schrader's kick is up and good. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. There was always a touchdown that you wanted. That's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he gets up beyond the 20, but they plant him a few inches into the ground to end that return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Lone back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Nick Bosa makes the stop. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
Let's go.
Back-to-back carries here. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down, ball at the 36.
Go!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's down after getting this up to the 41.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, set!
Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And there wasn't much he could do there. A small gain to the 43. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun now on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And his defense offering no room at all up the gut there. No gain. Play made by Deron Payne. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. He's going to throw this one. He gets a lot behind one. Deep downfield. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Yeah, that's one that's going to haunt him. There's just no question about it. A drop touchdown in the end zone. Now comes the mental toughness part of it. You got to flush that play quickly so you can make an impact later.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Back to throw. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete. 4th down coming up.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And not his best punt here. He drops it several yards into the end zone. That's going to lead to a touchback. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter.
Trap 60, trap 60. Buffalo 18. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
From the gun, Garindo. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through one quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. Time now for the 2nd quarter. Commanders in possession. They'll have 2nd and 7 to deal with.
Cardinal. Rig alert.
They send a man in motion. 2nd and 6 now. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
70 range, 70 range. Ready?
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He'll get this to Cup. Escapes a defender. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. After the play, we've got a guy in some pain, and this is a worrying one. Cooper Kupp getting looked at. Remember, he's missed time in recent seasons with injury.
18, Pioneer. Come on. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Go.
First and 10 now. Here's Daniels. He finds Fant. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Ready? Mustang 19. Check.
Putting a receiver in motion.
Panther 11.
Again, Daniels to the air. Chased out to his right. Has it down close. And that's a Washington touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Zane Gonzalez on for the point after try. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10.
Let's go now.
Throwing now from the gun. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. It was Mike Sanders still on that stop. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
I'm just going to say maybe not the guy you want to pick on in coverage on this particular series. Gets a hand on that throw and knocks it away. And the next time, well, he could get 2 hands on it and take it the other way.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. And without much room, he's going to go down at the 32-yard line. Call it a couple of yards, and it's 4th down and 5.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Offense going for it here. 4th and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Throw is caught by the back. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down. Working inside the red zone.
Pass complete. That's Devin Duvernay. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Cook trying this one up the gut. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Third down from the gun. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete.
I love the thought there and the idea. Get your guy in space. But he can't make anything happen until he catches it cleanly first.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. They're going for it. He bats it forward on a quick touch pass. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. Hurries this across the 25. And he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Big play to begin the drive. That's up to the 37.
Dragon 60. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 19 tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Daniels on 1st down. Cup on the catch. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. Connection made to Isaac Garindo. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Now there's the flag. Looks like the jump came from the left side of the line. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They're set back 5 by that false start. Now 15 yards to the marker.
Let's go now.
Motioning the tight end now.
Take go.
Running it after the penalty. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. We've hit the 2-minute warning now from the nation's capital. It's the Commanders, lined up with a 2nd and 8.
18, Pioneer. Ready.
From the 43. That's complete to Garindo. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Last thing, 19. Panther 11, Panther 11. Ready, ready.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. He slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs.
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield. Get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
On first down, here's Daniels. Hauled in by Garindo. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. With third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go, set. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready.
Out of the gun, Daniels. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates, come 19, come 19. Dragon 60.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Flush down out to his left. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. This offense in position now. It's first and goal.
18 left, 18 left. Tight, 19 tight. Trap 60, Buffalo 18. Go.
From the red zone now. Buys time, rolling right. That'll be incomplete, and the clock shows 10 seconds left. Cooper caught the intended receiver. So now it'll be second and goal.
70 range, 70 range, tight.
Throwing it again here. On the move, headed right. Too far out of the back of the end zone it goes, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now it'll be third and goal. Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Schrader's kick is up and good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm. And no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the third quarter. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Right up the gut. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Forced out to his right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stayed tight, and forced the throw away.
3rd and long for him here. That's caught for the 1st. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right at the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
First and 10, looking to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. Running down the left side. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Cook is in. Touchdown, Cleveland. The Browns cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. Has this at the 6. And look at this return. The tackle's made, so this drive will begin at the 34-yard line. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hey, smash.
They motion the tight end over. Garindo running between the tackles. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs, against the better defenses in this league.
Go.
From the 37. Oh, his back's got it deep down the left sideline. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this two-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
And the call to go for it not rewarded as the pass falls incomplete. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. Chooses to bring this one out. This return makes it up to the 25. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3. From the 32. That's complete to Valdez-Scantling. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Cook hauls it in. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Second and 3 now. Hand off to the back. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third and a lone yard coming up. They'll run it with Cook. And he takes a shot near the marker, but it looks like he still has enough for that 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Pass play on 1st and 10. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That one hits for 30. And that gives the Browns a 1st.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
1st down from the red zone. Connects with Cook. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense in the hurry up here. Throwing on 2nd and 6. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Has the Cleveland touchdown. The Browns shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here. Running back sent in motion. And he is hit well behind the line and goes down. They're not able to make much of anything on that 2-point attempt. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. 1st and 10.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Let's go now.
Now Daniels to throw. Looking for a target. Connects with the open man downfield. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st.
I'm not sure, Kate. I'm not sure, you're not sure. Everyone in the building is not sure how you can lose the biggest eligible receiver on the field, but that's exactly what the defense just did.
Daniels on 1st down. And that is caught. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his 2nd touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game? Yep. Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty.
18 Rattler.
He's throwing for it. He's on the move. And no connection on the 2-point try. It fails. Okay, Brock, dialing up another 2-point call. And remember when your friends didn't have a voicemail? It would just ring and ring and ring. It's still ringing. Fall short again of reaching that end zone.
Yeah, this defense is not doing very good between the 20s or even in the red zone, but they do find a way to rise up. This is always my challenge with being super aggressive, is why give that defense something to feel good about coming off the field after you put 6 on the board?
He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Mike Sanders still makes the play. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. I think it's safe to say, Brock, this defense isn't just trying to defend a lead. They are trying to eliminate all doubt. And to that end, a big play to take that interception back for 6.
I think it's very easy for fans to see when an offense goes dormant and conservative and plays it safe. But defenses fight the same challenge, Cade, and kudos to that defensive coordinator. Don't be reckless, but this defense has earned the right to be aggressive.
Now the Commanders lining up for another 2-point try. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And that pass is complete for 2, and their lead grows further. Well, they were just one away from the strikeout, Brock, but their third attempt finally nets them a two-point conversion.
I know some coaches, played for some coaches that would have lost some faith in their offense and never tried it again, but not this crew. And this time they're rewarded with not just a couple points, but a shot of some renewed confidence as well.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Getting right back to it after that interception. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And he makes the house call. It's a touchdown on the pick six. Rookie quarterback Brock threw it away their last drive. It seemed like he might have been trying to do too much to make up for that mistake, and instead things snowballed.
Yeah, these are the valuable lessons you have to learn from. You cannot be a mistake repeater. But being a rookie quarterback at Ass Bay, he threw 28 of them his rookie year. Sometimes you just learn on the job, but you cannot repeat those kind of mistakes.
Gonzalez now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. From his own end zone, here we go. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. This, our last play of the quarter.
Here we go, set.
Back to the air following the pick six. That one complete to Njoku. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this fourth quarter at a massive deficit. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Set, go.
He'll throw it. He's got Njoku on the sideline, caught. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain. This one goes for 3 yards. And that's good for a Cleveland first down. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. He's got Tucker. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty impressive, isn't it? They built this type of lead for themselves because that's actually, Kate, their first sack of the game. And that's why smart front offices and complete teams build a well-rounded roster. That way, if a core component like the pass rush today isn't there, well, the other areas of the team pick each other up.
And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Here he is on 3rd and long. On the quick slant, it's Njoku. And the nice gain is met by a punishing hit to bring it to a halt.
Pursue, pursue, pursue. It's why they do these drills all the time, Kate. You do it through the offseason, you do it through training camp, you do them in the regular season. Because when a defense plays with tremendous pursuit, you force 4th downs just as they did.
That's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Now a give to Garindo. And he's tackled for a short gain. Only a yard for him that time, so now 3rd and 9.
Let's go now. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
Out of the gun, Daniels. Brought in close to the 8. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
Go, check. Go, check. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Ready.
And he drives this forward to the 6. It's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Hut, hut.
Now Garindo. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Only a yard that time. A defensive stand brewing here, and it brings up 3rd and goal.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Mustang 19. Go.
From the gun, it's Daniels. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders keep running away with this. Cooper Kupp the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Gonzalez connects on the point after. And the Commanders grow their lead yet again. The Commanders' kickoff unit out and ready as they send this away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
This is Cook on the handoff. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Hey, even though that was an excellent run, I got to talk about the receivers here, Kate, because 9 times out of 10, you see a run like that in this league, 10 plus, you know those guys on the outside are doing their job, shining as blockers, keeping those defenders away from the back.
They've got 1st down from the 31. They'll try and throw it here. This is reeled in by Valdez-Scantling. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Pass complete to Cook. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Now it's Cook. Jukes one defender. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. It's a pickup of 9 yards. And that gives the Browns a first.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. From midfield now. Into the hands of Duvernay. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Third down, 1 yard to go. Dropping back to throw. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in D.C. Browns trying to do some window dressing. Third down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on fourth. Throwing with a blitz on the way. He finds him beyond the marker. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll throw it again. Taking the deep shot there on first down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. He'll throw it yet again. Pass complete to Duvernay. And that will not be enough for a first down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Chased out to his right. Complete beyond the marker. Just gets the first and more. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate. And I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Well, there was no hesitation there. I mean, none whatsoever. Putting the offense out to go for 2 there, Brock. And really, at this point, what do you have to lose?
Yeah, you got nothing to lose. And really, this decision made before you ever hit the field offensively. From this point forward, you're trying to get as much as you can, as quickly as you can. And that means these 2-point conversions.
And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff to Garindo. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They'll go right back to Garindo. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Escapes the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
That's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
Daniels to throw on 4th. Taking his shot deep down the field it goes. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this falls incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining. No luck finding his receiver that time. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Got a man. It's Njoku. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first. So next to the nation's capital, it's a home win